Okay, you want to hear something so lazy? Our couch cushions have been on the table all week. Okay, like I seriously, I moved them from outside, put them inside, and I didn't put them up. Like I was planning on pulling down the fall tote and putting away like our fall decor so that it would be like neutral, but now I'm thinking, okay, fall decor is going up and Christmas is immediately getting pulled out. But I had to clear off the kitchen table because I have a little quilt project. With the like later evenings, it being like so dark out, I keep thinking to myself, oh my gosh, like all I'm doing is watching TV, which is good because Secret Lives of Mormon Wives just came out. And so I watched episode 1 and I think like 10 minutes of episode 2, but I'm like, like I could be watching this and doing a project, and I love to sew in the winter. So I picked up some fabric pieces or some yards of fabric to make a quilt. One of my favorite styles of quilt. And I'm like, oh, Garrett, like he's cooking supper tonight. We're having like steak and pasta, and I don't know what else he's gonna be cooking, but we're having a nice evening, like cooking and things. And then we're gonna probably watch something on the TV. We've been going through the Harry Potter series. I'm not sure if, like, we'll probably pull out a movie, right? I'm like, dang, like I could be sitting at the kitchen table with like my little art project while we watch like TV together. So I cleared this off. I do need to vacuum underneath, like I haven't done that either. So I'm gonna be picking the chairs up, vacuuming underneath. The house is like clean. I put that on my list this week. I really wanted to make sure we did some like deeper cleaning things. So everything is clean except for our like little dining area, because I had the pillows there and I couldn't stack like the chairs on. Like I stacked the chairs up for our kitchen island, but I still need to do underneath that. So I'm gonna clean that quick, give it a little, I don't know if I'm gonna mop today because like the dogs are running in and out, what's new? But we're gonna start on a little quilting art project and I'm so excited. All right, this is a load of crap from my truck when I went and got it detailed. I was like, oh, like all these little miscellaneous things. Like I have receipts and Dutch Bro straws and it's like a little tape dispenser. So I'm just going to put that in my office for now. Oh my goodness. I have a charger here, and then this actually went over there, but we cleared it off to eat dinner in front of the television. So I'm gonna move this over and we're gonna vacuum underneath and get this all clean for my quilting.
I was actually gonna put some piece of crab on it too.
Really? I feel like anytime we have like bread and butter as the appetizer, I'm like, I would rather just have this as the meal. Like, I don't need the steak over there. I'll just eat the bread and the butter. Look at it. So the last time I made this quilt, I made up my own little guidelines of how big the squares should be off like a Pinterest page. But I did end up buying this, like, it's a copy of the pattern. And then I left it in my vehicle and it got kind of wet, but this will be the first time that I'm not eyeballing it, that I'm actually going to try and follow the pattern. I have made this quilt like a couple times, so I get the gist of it. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the craft store. I'm going to buy the exact measurements, because in the past, like I said, I've eyeballed the fabric and then I cut the fabric and I was like, okay, made it kind of work out, but there were some imperfections to each of the quilts that I made. And I was like, this quilt's gonna be perfect. And then I went to the craft store and the colors I wanted, they didn't have, I needed 9 fabrics. And the ones that I liked, like I love this blue. I thought the blue went really well. This black I actually had to pick up from Walmart. This is not from the craft store. So this was what I was working at from the fabric store, and I was like, okay, these are so perfect, but these are like fat squares, I think is what they said the measurements were. So this is like 1/4 of a yard, and these are going to be short on fabric, and same with these blue ones. So I'm not going to have enough of these. And then for this one, this like little star pattern, there was it was like the end of the bolt, so she actually gave me more of this one, which is fine. Like I do like it. And then like I said, I had to go to Walmart. I was looking for like a navy. I could not find navy. I have this black, which I'm not totally in love with, but at least I have it. I do have like a couple other, these are all flannel materials. I do have a couple pieces like that are left over from my other quilts that I could incorporate and use. But for right now, I'm going to just cut my squares, follow the pattern as it says, and then assess the quilt and see, okay, do I need to buy like another, like, and I can't use these, I have to go buy more, or what? So it's not gonna be perfect again. Like, I was trying to have this like quilt be perfect, like all the other quilts have been not perfect, and then I have partials of fabric and too much of another fabric. It's fine. It's called ragtime quilt, so it's actually supposed to be like rag style, but I just wanted it to be perfect this time, and it's not gonna be perfect, so I'm sad. But I'm just gonna start cutting my squares, and I love all of these. They're so cute. Look how cute those are, except for the black, but it'll be fine. It'll be a cute quilt. Looks like you cut it perfect. Yeah. Cutting sucks, but when you have like the little like just pile of perfectly square pieces, oh, it is so magical. I got through the black. I was a bit nervous. I don't know why I was so nervous to cut it, but I guess like ultimately I just need 248 of these, the 5.5 squares, and then 64 of these 9-inch squares. So hopefully the rest of our fabric will equally have the same amount, because sometimes like the bolts of fabric are longer or shorter than the others, so I don't know. But we got through the black. I guess I'm going to start with the next one, just carry on until I have all of them cut.
Bon appetit. Make sure you put my dad's restaurant for this kitchen. I think that there is. Opening the wall to
Good morning. I have my little festive Christmas tree cup. I picked this up from Target like a couple of weeks ago, and at the time I was like, is it too early for Christmas? And I decided that they were too cute. Plus like they're like so simple, you almost can't even tell that it's a Christmas tree, but like the shape of it is just so perfect. I love it so much. But I've been kicking off photos all morning, so I made it a goal. I'm going to try and get all of my photos exported from my phone and from iCloud, because I've been paying $9.99 every single month for like months on end. And I told myself, I'm like, okay, we're gonna kick them all off. We're gonna take them from the iCloud. I'm putting them on my like little external bite that Garrett actually bought me for Christmas last year, and it was my goal like to do it all year. It's like, I'm gonna do it. I never did it, and now we're coming up on Christmas. I'm like, no, we gotta kick these off. And then once I make a copy to my terabyte, I have been uploading them to Shutterfly. Shutterfly allows you to have like free prints you have to do them in batches of 250, and then you pay for shipping. Shipping is like $30 when it comes down to it, but it's a lot more affordable. I got 400 photos from MPix. I printed off all of our wedding photos for Garrett and I's 5th anniversary, like finally doing it. But it was 400 photos and it was like $200. So $30 for 250 is like, it makes sense. But it's from Shutterfly. And if you try to do it from your phone to upload them from the app, it is only good in small batches. But if I do it on my computer, I can do 1,000 photos uploaded to Shutterfly at a time. So it's very nice. So that's you have to download in increments of 1,000 from iCloud and then upload them to Shutterfly. I've been doing this probably since Wednesday. I'm finally in February of 2025. So we've done so many batches. My Shutterfly account now has 16,417. And like I said, we're only in February. So I have some more to kick off, but it takes time to process So I'm gonna do another batch and then we're gonna go and work on my clothes. Last night we ended up watching Freakier Friday, which I had been waiting for it to be uploaded to Disney Plus. Like, I wanted to go to the movies, but I really didn't have the time to it. And every time I checked to see if Freakier Friday was like up, it'd be like, $19.99, rent the movie. I'm like, no. So it finally, I think it got uploaded maybe 2 weeks ago to Disney. I was like, perfect, perfect, perfect. So we watched that last night. And then today we're going to Hulu and we are watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives while we cut out fabric, because why wouldn't you? It's so great, so amazing. But one thing that I'm not like too excited about is this is all past drama. So I feel like I've seen like so much other stuff. Like, I mean, it's real life, right? Like, I see them on, or like Whitney on Dancing with the Stars, or Jen, right? Like, I saw them on there. Or Taylor is filming for The Bachelorette. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of old. And there's like old drama. Like, I completely forgot about Marciano. Like, I could care less about that timeline. I know that it's like very important. I just wish that they would have released all of it at once back in March and then filmed this summer and then dropped something this fall. But it's fine, it's fine. Like, we'll watch it. Like I said, I'm on episode 2. And about halfway through. We have 24 minutes left of the Book of Fidelity, which is perfect. And that's what we'll watch as we cut out some strips. All right, and I will say, I had a small meltdown last night. So I got through all of the black and I got through the cream stars, which is great, amazing. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try and work on the fat squares. And it really is not enough fabric. I was like cutting it and I was trying to calculate like the best way to use it, because not only do I need 5.5 squares, I also need the 9-inch squares. So obviously the 9-inch square is a priority, and then if I can like fit together the rest. And I ended up not getting as much as I needed. And look at this. I have a strip that is 4.5, not 5.5. And I need one more square, because you need 2 pieces for like the little sandwich. And I was like, okay, I need one more piece to meet this one. And I've done it in the past, but again, like I wanted this quilt to be perfect. And so it really annoys me. But what I'll do is I will sew these together. So we'll have an extra seam in the middle, but basically I'll sew it together and then cut it to size. So I'll have like a little seam here, and then I will cut it to size. So it won't be perfect, but again, that's what I have. And as I was like, just complaining, right? Because this is all the scrap that I had. Like, I utilized as much as possible. I'm like complaining. I'm like, Garrett, this is not enough. This is not enough. My quilt is not gonna be perfect. I really wanted the blue. Like, I feel like the blue just, it ties it in with the black, and I just wanted the blue. I really liked it. I was like, oh my gosh. And Garrett went into the other room and he came back out and he said, I have 2 flannels. They're blue. They don't match exactly like the flannel I have. But he's like, I have 2 flannels that have shrunk in the dryer. I can only use them when I wear a vest, but they're really short in the sleeves. So he was like, you can cut these up and use them for your quilt. And I was like, that is seriously so sweet. And as I was looking at it, I was like, honestly, like these might work, because like the tones are so similar. I have my green fabric laid out. I'm about to cut that one, but I have like a checkered green one. I was like, okay, like I can see the vision. I can see like the checkered pieces playing a part, and it just gives like more to the scrappy part. But this one also has like tan in it, so it's gonna tie in with like my dark brown and these tans. I'm like, okay, this might work. I might get like a few more blue like essence, like pieces, designs, something to tie it all in. But when I tell you I was having a meltdown last night, I was like so mad at myself, because the craft store, like they only had this in the fat quarters, and like they have a lot of holiday stuff out. One, Joann's is closed. Okay, so this is like a small quilt shop down the road from me, and they have a great selection. And I'm happy with their selection, but it's not like Joann's where it's like massive amounts and you can like order any fabric. Like if there's a little bit in store, like it's so sad. So I'm like, all right, I will be piecing, we'll be cutting his shirts to make squares because they didn't have any more blue flannel like this at all. And they had like a lot of Christmas things and like just holiday fabric, which is great, amazing, but not what I needed for this quilt. So I'll be piecing some from these, and it was so sweet that he was like, I'll donate my flannels to the cause. I was like, I love to hear that. But yeah, I got these squares done. We're gonna work on the rest of them and watch Secret Lives of Modern Wives.
The truth was, I felt like she was in bed, but now she was good. And she didn't really upset that I didn't back to it and everything.
Hang out with the husbands and be part of dad talk.
No, I didn't really know that.
All right, I just got done with the little brown houndstooth. I'm so happy. I think we'd probably say we're a little over halfway done cutting the squares. There's nothing more satisfying than having like perfect little squares. And I feel like this is the most tedious part because I'm trying to make sure that I get enough squares from each fabric because of the length or the width of the fabric. They're all 1.25 yards, but some of them are like have different widths to them, so that has been fun. It's always like so many math. But look at that, we have so many. I just have 3 more colors and then some flannels. Garrett should be getting back home just shortly from hunting, so I think we're gonna go to Jimmy John's for lunch because I'm needing a little bit of a break. Okay, I'm getting fatigued. You have to press so hard to make sure like your lines are crisp and good and just like perfect, and then hopefully I will probably be able to sandwich and sew tomorrow, which goes much faster. And of course I have to lay them out and decide my design, but it's like we're cooking along. It's not like we're in a rush to finish this or anything. I'm having like fun just piecing it together. But yeah, cutting is so annoying. I'm ready for a break. All right, so after lunch, I decided to spend some time outside. I went on a little walk. It was really beautiful out. It got to like 65 degrees out, so it was not cold at all. It was actually kind of warm as I was walking. I was like, man, I'm heating up. While the dogs are running around outside, I decided to bring my computer outside. I'm so close to being done, like truly so close to being done. We're in August of 25, and I'm exporting them now onto my little jump drive and then Shutterfly. And this, like, you guys don't even maybe you do understand, maybe you're just like me where your phone is full of storage and it's so tedious. Like, you never look through your photos on your phone because it's like, oh, let me scroll, or you're like trying to find something and you never get to like view them in comparison to like when you print them out and have them in an album. You're able to like hand it to someone like, oh, look at this or look at that, and it's not on your phone, or even if you want to view it yourself. I grew up, my mom scrapbooked all of her like memories as like my childhood, and she had 5 children, so it was like we all had our own books and like it was a lot of fun. But something about scrapbooks stresses me out because you're cutting the photos. It's like not the full thing, like especially when I have multiple versions. Not that I have like too many versions, but it's like, okay, you're have like different angles, you like both photos but you can't like cut both photos. I don't know, scrapbooks have always like the permanence of like cutting and pasting into a book has always stressed me out, and so that's one of the reasons like I haven't scrapbooked. But like I was saying this morning, when I printed out all of our wedding photos, I found a album on Amazon that's just sleeves and sleeves of photos. So you just put the whole photo in, and even if I have like different varieties of the same thing, say like for our wedding photos, we had like a couple staged photos where it's like, here's his family, my family, extended family, grandparents, or like whatever, right? Like they're all kind of the same. But if you had a scrapbook, you wouldn't necessarily like put all of those in there. Like I guess I don't want a scrapbook, I want a photo album. That's what I want. And this, like right before our 5-year anniversary this year, I got them all printed, found the album, it's like perfect. And I feel like that has been like really freeing for me because I'm like, all right, it doesn't matter how many varieties of the same pose, like because some of these photos are like from college, and so it's like formals and and like variations of like the same stuff, but it might be, I don't know, you have photos, right? like you can't get rid of them, but you love them. So it is so freeing to be like, all right, in maybe 6 months time, they're all going to be printed off. Like I've been printing them, but like I said, it's kind of expensive to like print photos all the time. So if I chunk it up, keep it like in my budget and my monthly plan, it's way more manageable, but they're going to be off my phone. And if I ever need to like look for something, I will just get on my jump drive. Like this is where I keep all of my, I got a new computer, what was it, this last year I think or maybe it was this summer. No, it was definitely last year. I got a new computer. Well, I kicked everything off of my old computer onto this, so my like new computer was completely empty. It's really nice. I don't know, there's just like something about being like totally cleaned out, totally just like clean new slate. And once I'm able to take all of the photos off of my phone, I'm ready to upgrade my phone. Like this is something I've been putting off, and I have, let's see, last time I cleared off all of my photos was in 2019. So, and I didn't even get to print all of those out. I've actually done that in a terrible way, but they're actually on this terabyte already because they were on my old computer. So it's like I'm getting organized, it's becoming more manageable, and I can feel the victory. Like I'm almost to the finish line. I just have to like get there, but I definitely, my camera has been like, I don't know, like not as high quality on my phone. I have my G7X, I use it all the time, but a couple nights ago we were looking at the Northern Lights and Garrett got a new phone like this summer and his photo was way better than mine. I was like, oh crap, like I didn't realize how the quality has deteriorated on my cell phone. So I want a new cell phone, and that's what makes it all worth it. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get this work done, and then this week I'm gonna upgrade my phone. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I just finished exporting all of my photos off, every single one. Seriously, it feels so good. Like I feel so accomplished. I feel so just like, feels so good. It took forever. Like seriously, kicking off your photos, uploading, like it takes ages. Seriously, so tedious, but we're done. I have never actually purchased a new phone premeditated. I've always like gone to the phone store because something happened to my phone, like I broke it or the screen cracked or just like one thing after another. This is the first time that I'm like, all right, like I'm planning an appointment to go get a new phone, and I was like, why don't I buy a phone case? Like you always, I get there and I'm like, okay, I want a new phone, and then they try to sell you a phone case. They're always so ugly, and then they're like, you can also have this $50 screen protector, when Amazon has like screen protectors for like $9. All right, this is the phone case I got. It is like a taupe brown. It's got like a little wave on the side. It's super cute. So I went ahead, ordered that. It's supposed to be in tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the phone store tomorrow or sometime next week, but I just want to be prepared. It comes with a screen protector. I always feel like when I'm declining the screen protector in the phone case, I'm like holding it so gingerly. I'm like, all right, gotta go home. Gotta make sure that it does not get a scratch in it as I order like a phone case afterwards. And it just feels so good to have it completely done, finished. I can stop paying $9.99 for my Google storage every single month, even though it literally charged me today. So I'm like, so annoying, but it's fine. It's 5:30. It's already dark outside. I feel ready for bed. I'm gonna hop in the shower, put on my PJs, cozy up, wait for Garrett to get home. I think we're having tacos for supper. And just like set the ambiance. Like it's another beautiful fall evening, and we're gonna enjoy it to the fullest. Oh my gosh, that basically was an everything shower. I shaved my legs. I used this new vanilla body scrub. Oh, it smells so good. Then once I got out, I used peppermint cashmere, the EOS lotion. I feel like Christmas, okay? I put on my dark green pajama set because I'm like, this is so Christmas tree. It's so cozy. I'm about to light some candles, set the ambiance for the mood of the house. I'm feeling so clean, and I feel like the reason I had so much ambition to like shave my legs and the extra lotion and stuff, it's because my hair was clean. I feel like in everything shower, when you are having to wash your hair, deep condition, shave your legs, like use body scrub, get out, blow dry your hair, put on the lotions, like that is so much in comparison to my hair was clean. I was able to do everything else, and I didn't have to blow dry it or do anything after the shower. It's elite. It's so good. But now I'm all cozy. I'm honestly trying to decide if I want to cut any more squares or if I just want to like hang out, cozy up on the couch and not worry about it, especially because I cut so many squares today. So we will see, but I will leave you here tonight and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, it's the next day. I slept in a little bit. I'm so happy about that. Garrett, of course, got up this morning and immediately went hunting. But for me, I was like, okay, perfect. I get the bed completely to myself. I get to sleep in as long as I would like. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. Like the sun is shining. The temperature is still like, it's not hot. It's not like summertime, but it's not like chilly. Last weekend it was like quite cold. It was like 40 degrees and this weekend it's 60. So it's like beautiful out. I put the dogs in their run this morning. They're loving it. And also we have so many fat squirrels. All I can hear is the squirrels chattering to the dogs and then the dogs like barking at the squirrels. It is so funny. I am just making our coffee. It's kind of late for me to be having coffee because it's 11:41. So I've definitely had like a slow morning. I've done all the things that I've wanted to do. I did finish cutting my squares. I'm so excited. We're gonna lay them out. I feel like laying out the squares is both like so much fun, but also like so stressful because this is where we're determining our pattern. We get to see how many squares we have of each, how they're gonna look. I always do it and then I have to step away and come back to it. So I haven't cut any of the batting. I figure I'll lay out all the squares, see how they look, and then walk away because every time I'll come back and I'll be like, oh my gosh, like I put this color too close to the same color or I won't like it. And so often I will lay it out, think it's perfect, and then walk away and come back to it because every single time I will think it's perfect and it's never like perfect. I always have to like come back. And in the meantime, I'll be doing the boring part of cutting the batting, and that is like the part that goes in between the two quilt fabric pieces to make it like more plush, more warm, more cozy. So that's what we're gonna do this morning. We're at the tail end of the coffee that I like don't like as much. Out of the 3 that we got from Ozark Coffee, it's like our least favorite and we did not reorder it. So it's like still good, but I cannot wait until our shipment comes in. It's supposed to be here either today or tomorrow. We got the house espresso, the campfire, and then I can't remember the third one that we picked, but it's different than the mountain one that we've had. It's just like a lighter blend. It's not as good. But I have my coffee and I'm ready to lay out all my squares. So these are the 9x9 squares. You need less of these obviously because they're so much bigger. I only cut up one of the flannels. I feel like this might be enough. I do need to lay it out and see. And then something that I'm a bit disappointed in is the arrows. I don't feel like it is going to be enough fabric. Like the blue, since I'm able to use like Garrett's shirt, I just feel like this one might be like out of place, so I don't know, but the 9x9s are here. And then in comparison, the stack of like the 5.5s, absolutely insane. Like, look at that. So many squares were cut. They feel so good. They feel so perfect. But historically, the best place to lay these out have been my office because in like the living room or even the kitchen, like I can't fully see it all, and if I don't get them all sewn today, which I probably will not have them all sewn today, they can be undisturbed in my office. Like the dogs aren't going to run through them. I've had that happen before, and they can just be like undisturbed and I can come back to it and look at it. But I am so happy with like getting all the squares cut. I did that this morning. Taking my time. I didn't cut this flannel. I'm trying to see if I have enough here, but the flannel, honestly, like the shirt is the hardest part because it's not equal. Like I have to cut down the seams and I have to try and fit it. So I saved the hardest for last, but they're all cut and now we're gonna lay them out and see how they look. All right, there truly is no easy way to do this. You just have to start laying them out. The 5.5 squares, there's going to be 4 of them, and each of the 4 will equate to like one of the 9-inch. So it's gonna go 4, 1, 4, 1, and then that's your pattern. So I start by dividing out my pieces and then matching up how I want the 4 to look. You're also going to see, like, as I do this, the discrepancy between like how many squares I have of one versus the other, which is not a big deal. Hopefully, like, they kind of match up. And then also I will say I cut these double. So I folded them over wrong sides together because that's how I'll be sewing them as well. So you're making the top and the bottom at the same time. And then the batting on the inside is like your fluffiness, and you're also quilting. Like, yes, we're making a quilt, but quilting is like the stitch on top of your like fabric. So it's all at once. Like, as soon as we lay these out and begin sewing, you are quilting the top, the bottom, and the middle. So that being said, I'm just gonna lay them out.
Hi, how are you? This is breathtaking. So are you just here to like the video? You said go watch the video. Mom talk. Someone wants to come out because they saw that's that. Okay. I'll take the highest pedestal. Hey, we're ready. Mommy and Daddy are here. Yeah, let's go.
I've literally stared at those quilt pieces all day, it feels like. Everything is laid out. Like, I think I could be happy with the pattern, but like I said, I'm gonna take some time. I'm stepping away from it. I'm gonna go run some errands and then come back to it with fresh eyes and really see, okay, like, is this laying out how I want? Because when you start sewing row by row, it's like, all right, I'm not going to be, ripping out these stitches if it doesn't lay out perfectly. So taking a little break, running some errands, and then we'll come back to it. I also had Garrett bring down the fall tote. So I think I'm also going to be like putting our fall things away later this afternoon. And that will also give me some space away from my quilt pieces. Coffee is always so quick to get the packages out. Like, I seriously, when I first ordered it, it was Thursday after yoga. I was like following my little happy treat of my like daily to-do list, and I was like, what is gonna be my happy treat this week? And I was like, well, it's daily, it's not weekly, and it doesn't have to be like buying something. It's just like, how am I giving myself like extra love, attention, like a little treat, a little bit of happiness. And I was like, you know what, I need to order coffee, because used to I would be in the city and I'd be able to pick it up from the roastery. I've not been able to do that. So Ozark Coffee is like 30 minutes away, pretty good. I tried it at one of our local coffee shops, ordered it Thursday morning. Friday at like 10 we had gotten the package. Like, they are always so quick. But I just got our package for our coffee, which is great. It's like I was saying the other day, the coffee that we have left is like not my favorite flavor. It's like my third favorite out of all of them. But this one, let's see. All right, this time we got Campfire, which is Garrett and I's #1 fave. Smells so good. And then our second fave is the House Espresso. And then the third one, which we have not tried yet, is the Hillbilly Brew. So I'm not sure if we'll like this more or less than the Mountain one that we've had, but that's like what we're on the tail end of. And honestly, I've seen this where you take coffee beans and you put it in a bowl or like a decorative bowl or something, and then you put a candle inside of it. So like the beans are on the outside, the candle's on the inside, you light the candle, and as like the candle heats up, warms up, it also will like make the bean smell. I don't know. So you're not supposed to use beans that you're gonna like use. So the leftover beans, I think we have like, I don't know, like this much of the bag left. I might like pop that in a decorative bowl and try that candle trick, because that sounds so good. But today was like, I don't know, it was definitely feeling like a Monday. I was like, oh my gosh, like today feels so long and so short. Finally finished up with work and I'm like, you know what? I need a little closing shift. I need to, Garrett got done the tote. I was supposed to do that yesterday, but I ended up, my dad lives like very, very close to me. And so I was like driving past and I saw him. I was like, oh, I'll just stop by and chat. And I ended up doing chores with him last night. So that was like fun. I didn't make it to town and I did not make it to like back home to put away our fall things. But it was still like a nice little break from staring at my quilt. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a closing shift and need to start putting away our Thanksgiving things, putting away like our fall things, and starting to pack those up. Year, I didn't even decorate as much for like the fall or Thanksgiving as I have in the past. I mean, even in this tote, like I told Garrett, I was like, okay, I pulled a couple things out, but most of it, like put it back upstairs and then I'll get to it, we'll pull it back out. Like there are some Halloween things in here that I never put up, like, but I don't know, I'm kind of over the pumpkins, I'm over the fall theme. I'm ready, almost ready to invite like Christmas into our house. We're not hosting Thanksgiving this year, and I know I'm gonna be busy with like family gatherings and things with Thanksgiving next week. So we're gonna pick up all of the little pumpkins. Like truly, I don't have that much, but it's just enough to be like, all right, I gotta put it in the tote. Like we have these like fall pumpkins on the couch. I have like a pumpkin in my little cabinet. As you can see, I like stuffed the garland that I picked up last weekend. But it's like, all right, let's pick it up. Let's just have a clean slate before decorating for Christmas. And then also with like our closing shift, tidying up, like there's dog toys, like we needed to do a vacuum, and just like picking them up and packing them away for next year. Okay, truly this year I did not have like a ton of fall things out. Maybe I just wasn't like super in the mood of it. Maybe I was just too busy. I had a lot going on this fall, but it's all packed up, okay? Autumn has ended for me, all right? We're gonna have a couple days and then I'm gonna be decorating for Christmas. And it's crazy to think like Thanksgiving is next week, but I'm ready to get into the holiday. I'm ready to get into the Christmas spirit. So I'm gonna have Garrett put this back in the attic. We have a lot of breakable things and I didn't really like wrap them too well this year. However, like I'll just tell him not to break it. Like I probably need to put painter's tape on this and be like extremely breakable this year. Okay, don't break it. But this is going up in the attic and then I'm gonna give a quick vacuum and we're gonna start on supper. All right, and with supper started, it's the perfect time to show you my quilt layout. I stared at this for so long yesterday, and this morning when I woke up and came to look at it again, I think everything is mostly perfect. Like I could probably like nitpick a little bit, but I have it all laid out on how I would like it. It always looks so much better when you start sewing it together, and it makes it feel like more of a like purposeful pattern, even though it's kind of random. And I always second guess myself and I think, oh, like maybe this green one is too close to another green one or whatever. But truly when you get sewing it, it makes more sense and it is prettier in that aspect. I did get all of the batten cut as well. It's like the plush part in between. So after supper, I will be able to start sewing it. Every time I move my quilt pieces, I second guess myself on what is the top, what is the side, what is the bottom, which way did the pattern go? And I moved the first layer and moved it in here before I realized, Oh my gosh, I forgot to take a photo. I always take a photo of the quilt as it's laid out. And then when I move it, if I need to like question myself, wait, which like direction the things go, I can refer back to it. So this first one might be a little rough. I'm gonna have to go compare like the like short video that I showed you guys to double check like the first top pattern. But I have all of my little batten pieces here. They're a bit smaller than the like fabric because there's going to be a 1-inch seam and then it's going to be like a frill. So I'm going to work on a couple rows tonight, see how far we get.